Before I speak of this tale, I must warn thee of the tears which hath been writ of. Horrors of the flesh, be it mutation or gore, and soul horror follow, as does the depravity of apathy and the deprivations of the wilds on the human body. Hail and well met to the reader of this tale. This venture is titled Aggregate Cost of the Egrebbic Mortal Crusade, and was transcribed by Venturers League scribe Derevius Menelae, he. This transcript is written to the best memory and ability of the scribe. To all who read this account, be mindful of the horrors of the flesh in mutagenic, visceral, and soul forms, as well as the depravity of apathy and the deprivations of the wilds upon the human body. Hearken these words and remember them, for all those that were, are, and shall be. Here is the accounts of the fielding of an army for the Mortal Crusades into the Sherechia hinterlands by the Egrebbic Iklim in the year 4915 AR. 2,181 peasant levies from Jarin, Miru, Babel, and Eshachlim settlements, of which there are 290 peasant levies from Jarin. 16 archers tested against the oncoming hordes of shambling undead. 119 soldiers wielding spears and bludgeons. 155 levied porters, bakers, cooks, and poets. Alongside 343 peasant levies from Miru. 88 archers tested against the oncoming hordes of shambling undead. 7 engineers of the Wada School. 108 soldiers wielding spears and bludgeons. 140 porters, craftspeople, and farmers with earth-moving experience, alongside the 12 peasant levies from Babel. 12 archers tested against the oncoming hordes of shambling undead, alongside 1,536 peasant levies from Eshachlim. 229 archers tested against the oncoming hordes of shambling undead. 519 soldiers wielding spears and bludgeons, 160 soldiers atop a riding boar, 21 navigators and cartographers, 44 mobile smiths, 16 healers and surgeons, 70 porters, 200 foragers, 189 scribes, 4 paymasters and accountants, and 84 beast tenders. Furthermore, 461 dinar for the provisioning of each person with pay for services rendered and hazards over the course of the crusade. 61,000 arrows provided for 345 archers, which consists of 100 dinar, and 26 dinar for 167,915 feet of wood imported from the Isle of Daragol. 17 dinar for inner wing feathers from silver cranes in the Turi Chayam. 6 dinar for reed quivers from the craftspeople of Barget and Miru. 22 dinar for barbed arrowheads from the smiths of Menzer. 29 dinar for labor of fletchers, smiths, and carpenters in Araut. And 11,000 dirham for armor to be fitted for every soldier wielding melee arms. 14,020 dinar for food. 1,000 dinar for 100 pounds of salt from the Jasper mines in Azera. And 860 dinar for 69 pounds of sumac, cinnamon, cardamom, turmeric, and cloves from the merchants of the Colored Hand Guild. And 5,000 dinar for 2,000 pounds of flour provided by the millers of Babel. 3,470 dinar for 1,700 pounds of animal feed provided by the vermin clearers of Ashabul. Then 3,690 dinar for 600 gallons of clean drinking water. 545 dirham for 130 pigs to sacrifice provided by the farmers of Anzalaz. 200 dirham for omen readings and the purchase of 65 almanacs. An exchange of a copy of the Book of Spirits of Solas, the Purgator, for the company of a diviner Lega Halagil of the Providence from Damsar. A further 133 fulos for fire starters, 86 dinar for 277 pounds of kindling, 100,000 fulos for the hiring of 30 scribes from Babel, of which 100 fulos for additional paper, and 52 fulos for additional ink and wooden styluses were bought. 500 dinar for blessed holy symbols for every person upon the crusade, provided by the temples in Babel and Jordan. 8,300 dinar and 930 dirham for the services of the Murmur's Death venturing party for the extent of this crusade, alongside their 15 loyal followers. 200 dirham for charts and maps of the region provided by the Murmur's Death venturing party in collaboration with the Wara School. 517 fullus for 423 field banners. And lastly, 3,000 fullus for 160,000 conduction spikes. Transcription ends. The Egrebbic Mortal Crusade lasted from the 25th of Taitiari, 4915 AR, to Drachiari, 4936 AR, and saw the clemency of human dominion over 28 miles of the Sherikhia hinterlands. During that time, the settlements of Erajan, Erarat, Gofar's Breach, Shem Hiklim, and Ascenscia were founded, and much of the wilds turned into farmlands. The Archivus Histories notes on these settlements is that Gofar's Breach survives today as a large town, while Asenscia stands as a fortification. The other settlements were destroyed by undead and disease from approximately 4953 AR to 5002 AR. And to all who were, are, and shall be that read this account, glory to you. Tales of Mortality is a world-building podcast set in the world of Ascenscia, created and owned by Bard over 18 years and counting. It is a fantasy world of horror and madness, a planet racked by mutation and magic, where humanity survives only through itself and the Spirit Indomitable against horrors natural and unnatural. The world builder, writer, producer, and artist of the thumbnail is Bard. Me! Below is a transcription of lore, as well as a link to my Instagram, Bard of the Mad Realm, where I share art related to Ascenscia. Thank you all for listening to Tales of Mortality. May chaos reign. Bye-bye.